Hello, I'm Jason, but some people call me Magic. I've been producing music under the moniker Magic Jones for about 4 years. I started drumming in 1989, and, well, that means I'm really old. It also means I've been drumming for quite a while now. This photo was taken about 10 years after that because my parents, though supportive, weren't very interested in taking photographs. So before you click away from this video because you don't want to hear any more from a weird old guy, let me show you this. What you are looking at is the newest acquisition in my never-ending quest to get my drums to sound good. The Earthworks DM20 small diaphragm condenser microphone. Now, who knows if this quest will end in victory, but what I do know is this microphone is different. For the entirety of my drumming career, I have used what is known as the dynamic microphone for my snare drum. For more than a decade of those years, I have used my trusty Audix i5. It's undeniable that the i5 sounds good. As a working musician, I am what you might call dirt broke. People just don't pay for music much anymore. As such, I have been unable to purchase another microphone for my snare drum until recently. Who am I kidding? I still don't have any money. I just found out about credit. Anyway, the DM20 is not a dynamic microphone. And if I'm being honest, this comparison is most definitely not fair. The i5 costs about 100 bones, while the DM20 will set you back about 4 times as much, coming in at a smooth $349. Nevertheless, I thought you might want to hear the difference between these two microphones. You can tell for yourself if it might be worth the price. The snare I will be using is a Drum Workshop, commonly known as DW, Performance Series 14 by 6.5 inch maple, and a well-used Remo Black Suede Ambassador drumhead. The first 4 moderate velocity strokes you will hear will be captured by the i5. The subsequent 4 strokes you will hear will be the previous same strokes, but will be captured by the Earthworks DM20. The following statement is for those audio geeks who won't be satisfied until a complete knowledge of the digital audio chain is made known. To all others, I apologize. This won't take long. All sound will be played through a MicTech MPA 201 preamp, which leads to an RME ADI 8QA 8-channel converter, which then feeds via fiber optics into an RME RADAT interface. All ADAT signals are synchronized via word clock, produced by the RADAT, which then ends up at the PreSonus Studio One Professional DAW. Or is it DAW? I'm just not sure. Anyway, it will all be played in a purpose-built live room at Art City Sound in Springville, Utah, and will be completely unfiltered and unprocessed. Here we go. Now, I'm not sure about you, but to me the difference is pretty striking. Let's hear that again, but in reverse. The Earthworks DM20 is what is known as a small diaphragm condenser microphone. Normally, capturing the sound of a snare drum with a condenser microphone is dangerous, as most of them are expensive and aren't built with the necessary forethought to handle the stray drumstick smackaroonie. And believe me, some of those can be pretty brutal. Anyway, one of my main concerns when making this purchase was the general wimpy look of the DM20's gooseneck. Trust me when I say this thing is built, and it's built well. I would not be surprised to find out that gooseneck was built with bulletproof steel. Definitely not wimpy. And I'm not at all worried about the occasional stray drumstick. I say, bring it on. Now, let's listen to the whole drum kit being played. Again, completely unfiltered and unprocessed. Let's hear that again, but with a different beat, with some toms. Again, the contrast is evident. Might I end this video with a plea? As a starving musician, okay, I'm not really starving, but seriously, folks, trying to make a living as a musician is probably only marginally harder than selling ice, but I digress. If you enjoy good rock and roll, as well as drums recorded from a real live human being, I invite you to head over to my more musical channel, Magic Jones, and give a listen to whatever suits your fancy. I've got a few tunes up there, sure to tickle your ears. Thank you, and as always, make it great.